Welcome to the First Court Network.
Settlement testing allows you to safely discover the size of the settlement gap between you and your opponent. It tells you how far apart you truly are, without undercutting the strength of your own negotiating position. This online tool is easy to use, requires no travel, consumes 18 minutes of your time, and can cost as little as $100 per party. The power of settlement testing stems from a simple fact. The negotiators using it can safely be honest. Why is this? Because the system was engineered to screen your honesty from the other side. Your opponents cannot use any of your numbers against you because they don't know exactly what your numbers are. The result is a system where nobody can be penalized for being too honest. If you are interested in the technical details about how the software works, call us. In a nutshell, when one side enters a test number, it automatically feeds into our server. More specifically, the test numbers feed into 3 variable algorithms. We created and vary the algorithms to make it impossible to pin down a person's number, no matter how many times you use the tester. You can safely enter your most conciliatory numbers into the formula because the other side never sees your numbers. Only the algorithms see them. The algorithms compare the 2 test numbers then on the table and communicate that settlement gap to you through a graphical tool that looks like a meat testing thermometer. The warmer the temperature, the smaller the gap, and the closer you are to a meeting of the minds. Nothing in the legal world feels quite the same as watching your settlement tester start cold, then move to warm, to warmer, and then to hot. This kind of progress saves your client from an enormous amount of stress. It lightens your workload. It inexpensively opens a door between negotiators, giving them a safe way to talk with one another very early in the life of a case. And it proves that every now and then, honesty actually is the best policy. So the system offers powerful benefits. But what actually happens at the end of a settlement testing session? How does it work in practice? Let's review the options. Obviously, when your testing shows a small gap, you can confidently pick up the phone and settle the case in 2 minutes. If your gap is large, you have more to consider. First, you can forget about settlement and litigate with passion, knowing that the other side has left you no option. That passion is worth $100 in any courtroom. When the parties are far apart, but still interested in settlement, they can use the second part of settlement testing to find out why they are so far apart. In other words, settlement testing can also be used to diagnose why the 2 sides are coming up with such different numbers. You can choose from our list of private judges to help with this, or the parties may select someone of their own choosing. Your private judge will create a plan for resolving the dispute, a plan that does not waste a moment of your time or a nickel of your money, a settlement plan that is unique to your case. After looking it over, both sides are free to accept or reject the plan. You will find our settlement plans to be practical, cost-effective, and just a bit out of the box. They are based on over 25 years of dispute resolution. The most attractive feature of a settlement plan is the pricing. You pay nothing for our settlement plan unless it actually settles your case. When it comes to resolving disputes, at First Court, our policy is simple. No settlement, no settlement fee. It costs nothing to invite the other side to consider settlement testing. Just fill out this simple form. First Court will explain the process and schedule your testing session at a mutually agreeable time. Note, too, that settlement testing is now available in cases with up to 20 defendants. We obviously schedule extra time for such cases. And one last practical suggestion. Before testing for settlements in any real dispute, we suggest you get certified with us. This will ensure you hit the ground running and that you know how the website works and exactly what to do in your first testing session. Certification will also save you 50% on your testing fees. The online course takes about half an hour, and it can be scheduled by emailing us at any time. You may have questions about settlement testing. If so, please go to our website and look through the white paper. It answers the questions we are most frequently asked about the testing process. To summarize, settlement testing is easy to use, requires no travel, consumes 18 minutes of your time,
and can cost as little as $100 per party.
It allows some cases to be resolved in a quick phone call. And testing allows us to generate creative settlement plans for resolving tougher disputes without wasting a moment of your time or a nickel of your money. Our hope is that settlement testing allows you to quickly settle every single one of your cases, as soon as each case is truly ready to be fairly resolved.